where most of us don't like to keep ourselves. We're always, stressing about something that happened in the past, or we're worrying about something that's going to happen in the future that we have no control over. And so when you come into that present moment, when you allow your brain to slow down and to, at least in the beginning, try to concentrate only on your breath, you'll find that something different starts to happen to you. First, it's a struggle to connect like that. It's so against our natural way of being. Like, you always want to keep your brain moving, and it's kind of tough. It feels almost restless to stay in that position. And then after a while, it starts to feel easier. And when it starts to feel easier, that's when something changes in you. That's when you start to connect. And in that connection is when I actually start to hear very clearly words. Now, it doesn't sound like an actual voice speaking to you, but it's like a resonation. Something is coming in. The thoughts become very clear. And you can question it when you're in the state. And when you're even questioning it, it is reaffirming the truth, that is true. It is true. It is fact. And I know that's weird for a lot of people, but the many that have meditated start to realize the exact same things. They get into that same state, and a lot of the information they have gathered and they talk about on social media or anywhere else in a book that I've seen is very much the same that I'm getting. And it's not because I found their book and it's somewhere in the back of my mind. No, I didn't know their stuff until it finally hit me. And then somehow I stumble on their stuff afterwards to it's the universe kind of like confirming that the information that I was getting is true. So I believe part of my journey here is to help raise consciousness, to help people become aware of it, because it changes everything. When you start to connect with the creator or your higher consciousness, you start to realize that a lot of the things that we're in fear of or in stress or depressed about is just not worth stressing and being depressed and fearful about, and that you should walk this earth in a much different way. And if you guys are curious about this, I'm always open to talking about this. This stuff is very interesting to me. So if you feel that you have a question for me or anything about it, you can directly message me.